All right, let's continue with the design. At least I already figured out it's complete. We have the ground for the fuse indicator down below of the negative rail from the power supply. I figured out that I had to move just the copper area. That would be the bottom part of the PCB. So we have the trace here ready to go. We are supplying the ground for the circuit, so this is good to go. This is fine. I think we can leave it like that. I don't think it's needed. I was thinking to connect it here and leave it like it's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I made the trace is 1.5 millimeters. It's a thick trace. It's okay. It's not really needed. So here is good to go. We have I just placed this nut. This is basically to represent the rotation of the nut. One example, the fuse that I choose, it uses a screw to help or hold on to the PCB to be secure. So after you remove the fuse, you're not going to damage the solderable area of the fuse mounting from the PCB. So the idea is that the screw and the nut is going to secure that fuse, so you can remove the fuses. I mean the sort of the bracket. Basically it's a bracket, right? It's a bracket. So after you remove the fuse by hand, you don't have to worry about it, because you don't have to worry about damaging the solderable areas of the PCB. Anyway, I made a double layer to each for all bottom and top portion of the PCB. One example, we got a photo view. As you can see, it will have a copper area on the top and also at the bottom. This is I'm gonna show you right quick. Okay, the red part of the illustration is a top layer of the PCB, and the green one is the bottom part of the PCB. So we have the nuts to secure that. So it's going to be a really secure connection right there. All right, also to estrange that area right there. So the nut is ready. So what I did, I just placed one virtual nut just to rotate it. This is basically have the dimensions of the actual nut, so I can just rotate it, and you will see that the nut is not going to be in contact with any other part of the circuit. So it's ready to go. I have to move these trays. It's good to go. So I have to move it a little bit away from this area. So I think I can give it some meat here. I think I can give it a little bit just more meat. Yeah, that's okay. I can just give it a little bit more, so it will have plenty of copper. So the idea is to try to use all the copper that you can, the best you can, I mean, on the design. So that's good to go. So this is okay. This is okay. We have the trays. I think this is fine over here. Okay, I was looking at the design. I noticed something that I did not pay attention. Probably that's why this takes a long time to complete it, because you gotta look up for all details. For example, I'm looking at this. Let me see if this nut is not gonna be touching this. Now that I'm making this video, I just noticed some stuff. So every time I work on the design, I look also for some area that might have problems. Oh, this is good. This is good. The nut is not going to be touching that copper area. We need to stay focused and thinking about all the possibilities. As you can see, there is another thing that I found here. I think this is fine, because we don't need to move this. This is fine. This is the bottom part of the PCB. If I remove the C1, I'm going to hide C1. We can see the actual trace doing his job is connected to ground. So this is good to go. Really well placed there. And I have a little problem here. It's not really a big problem here, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this terminal as 45 degree or 90 degree. The problem here is if I place it at 90 degree, it's going to be away from the PCB, and then I had to edit the macro. It's not going to be showing like this, as you can see. For now, I'm gonna just remove this one here. Oh, it's easy to remove. I'm just gonna hide it. As you can see, this is the orientation that I choose for the ground connection. Yeah, it is connected. I cannot completed this connection here because we have the ground here, so it cannot be also red because we are using the sorry about that, the top layer of the PCB. So the top layer of the PCB is this one here, so we cannot use the top layer. Or maybe I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure to use. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. So we have this ground here, we have this ground, and maybe I can do a trick to give it more info. Oh, it's fine because this is pretty thick. This is a pretty thick but we had this copper layer, the top, and we had C2. I just placed a little bit of piece of C2 to reinforce that area, so it's good. So we have for now it's 45 degree. My idea is to have it at one sample at 90 degree. Actually it's at 180. 90 degree, the orientation is different. So this is 360, it's a circle. One sample, this is the 180. We got 180, we got 90 degree, and we have 45 degree. That's 45. We got 90, 45, and 180. 360 is the circle. So that's the only thing that got me thinking. I'm gonna leave this to Mr. Stewart to decide if we can use it like this as 45 degree or 90 degree. 90 degree is the green one. You can see it's going to show like this, so I had to edit the macro, and just having this away from the PCB is gonna look weird. I mean, let me see. As you can see, this is the screw a little bit away from the PCB, so I will leave Mr. Stewart to decide that, so it's okay. That's his decision. Also, one important thing, I am worried about the standoff. It should be isolated from the circuit. It's not. It's only for support purpose. So I think I had to isolate this area. I really don't want the circuit to be in contact with this standoff, because it's going to be attached the standoff to the metal part of the chassis. So we need to keep that away from the chassis. I think that should be correct to do that. And then if we need to have another ground, we can just place another connection. Actually, this can be used to ground for the chassis also. This one here, you can be also. No, that's, oh, sorry about that, it's not ground. Sorry about that, it's not ground. I'm thinking about ground. Sorry about that. It's not ground. That is a negative rail. It is the negative rail, so we cannot connect it there. All right. So I gotta remove this here. So that is the negative rail, guys. I almost made a mistake. I'm thinking about something else, and then that is negative rail. So we gotta keep in mind that negative voltage. Should I rotate it? Let me see. Should I rotate it? Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine right there. That's a negative rail. All right. Okay, so that's the only thing that got me thinking to leave it like that, or 45 degree. I mean 180 or 45 degree. I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna leave that to Mr. Stewart to decide. All right, I already fixed this. This is good to go. The extra copper, I forgot to explain. I saw this, that it was not connected. I was thinking, why that I have an empty space. I have an empty space. I'm going to show. I'm going to turn this into S2 so I can hide it. It was like this. Let me show you guys. You see? I was thinking why that area is not connected to the fuse. So I decided to add it so it will help on the current traveling is going to run right there. So I decided to complete the connection. So now we have 2 ounces of copper all the way all around the PCB. That's the idea, to have at least 2 ounces of copper. So I think I can delete this one here. It's fine. I'm gonna delete it. It's okay. We had that, and this one is ready. Oh no, I cannot delete it. I gotta let Mr. Stewart to see the changes on the PCB. All right. Now the thing that I had to decide, but we still got time, is not to make the PCB as a rush. Okay, I gotta think. Oh, I gotta ask. is DigiKey for this particular part number. I have to do that. So let me see if I can go to the chat. Okay, I need to know if I think that's the best choice. Just ask DigiKey about that. Okay, we have this part number. Okay. Oh, hello. I need to know if part number, okay, part number leads D and C can be, oh sorry about that, can be connected. Damn, that grammar right. Can be connected together on the PCB. Also, the leads A and negative. Oh, sorry about that. If they can also can be connected together and ever two. Any help I would really appreciate it. Any advice, any info, I will really appreciate it. Okay. A part number, I should look for the part number on DigiKey so they can search it right quick on DigiKey. They have the live chat. I think they're probably working right now. I'm not sure. So that I need to have that capacitor there on the PCB. We want the PCB. I mean, yeah, I want the PCB to have as many options as possible. So if we had that capacitor there, oh yeah, I gotta explain that. I forgot. Okay, the reason I create this macro capacitor is that you can use different size capacitor. I forgot to explain that thing. So, okay, we have the normal common 10 millimeter pitch distance, 35 millimeter diameter capacitor. We have 22.5, but I think that one cannot be used. Only I needed the dimensions of the larger capacitor because the other two, this pad and this other pad, they are dummy connection. They cannot be on this one here, BD. It has to be away from the circuit. It cannot be connected to the circuit. So only on this particular capacitor is D and C, and A negative, and this bottom is negative. So maybe I had to eliminate one of the options, like this one here. I don't think it's going to be really needed, because if I needed to make the design that you can use that specific component, and that's a really nice capacitor. I mean, I was reading the informations, right? So I needed to know if this capacitor is actually, sorry about that, is the capacitor I can connect those pads together. So I need to know that. That's really important. That's part of the design, you gotta ask questions, stuff like that. Let me see. I'm going to be honest, guys, I never tried the chat live. Let me see. I'm gonna try that. Okay, Juan Vargas, let's see if they can help me out with that information. That's really important. It's part of the job too, of the hobby too. Enter. For now, just Coqui Audio, Puerto Rico. Choose customer service, status, application unit. Okay, it's okay. That one should be the logic. Other countries. Customer number. I don't know the customer number. I forgot. What's my customer number? Jesus, cause let me see. Hold on. God damn it. My DigiKey. Jesus Christ. I had to go back. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is the part number for the AX14. Okay, customer number. That's the one that I had to go back again. Jesus Christ. That is fine. Customer number. Should write it down. All right, let's continue here. We got this. That's my customer number. Very good. Very good, my friend. All right, now I have to go back to the same thing. Okay, let me see. The chat is still open. Let me see. Oh man, I gotta start all over again. Jesus Christ. It's okay. All right, so one more time. Vargas customer no company Coqui audio. Oh, should I write Puerto Rico? Okay, Puerto Rico. I mean, I really don't have a company. I just okay. Inquiry, application engineer, logistic, United States, other countries, Puerto Rico. This is my customer number. I need to know that. Okay, so I have this. Again, the text here. Then I copy it. It's a lot faster for me if I do it this way. Okay, paste. There you go. Appreciate it. Yes, about part number. Let me nah, it's okay. I'm gonna write it one more time. I just need to know that. That's really important. Or if that cannot be done, I can choose a different type of capacitor and make it a bit simple. But I don't want the PCB to have many holes, because that might look bad on the PCB. So we need to keep it simple. At least we have one option for the 35mm pitch, and I mean the 35mm diameter cap and 10mm pitch distance. We need to know. Let me see if they can help me out with that. I'm not sure. Yes, of course. Sorry about the microphone. I hear like a this remind me the DX Super 8 that I spent many hours trying to make it the best PCB ever. But on the DX Super 8, I was not thinking about double layer PCB and try to avoid jumpers. I think I can still make the DX Super 8 even better, but for now it's okay. The DX Super 8, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't think it's really necessary to keep changing the PCB. The DX Super 8 should be just fine. I don't think it's really needed to change it. Having double layer PCB is a lot easier to make connections, and you can make tricks to do the connection. It took me I think yesterday 1 hour to complete the bottom, I think the top and the bottom rails, a fuse indicator. Sorry about that. Let's see what they can say about the capacitors. Jill? I gotta wait for them. So far so good. I like the way it looks. That PCB is going to be a really nice design. It will have a protection, fuse indicator if they blow up. You can use a different size capacitors. the orientation and the terminals. It's good. I have the only thing I'm thinking is about the standoff in the middle. That should be isolated from the circuit, the connectivity of the circuit. So it should be isolated, not be on the ground of the chassis. So that might be dangerous to have it like that. So it should be isolated. That's require a lot of thinking, guys. I know that I make weird videos. Sometimes I play music and stuff like that, but seriously, this takes a lot of thinking because you are working with a layout that is going to have a high voltage supply. So this one in particular has to be done 100% correct. It cannot have mistakes. It has to be correct all the way, 100%. At least it has fuses, so that's more important. Okay, agent is typing. Excellent. Let me see what they're gonna say. Hey, but the same thing. Same thing. Give me a second. Hold on. So they are isolated. So I'm confused. I'm really confused. I gotta make sure. Check. I know, guys, probably this is a boring video because I'm doing this, but this is part of the job, of the hobby too. I mean, the hobby, not job. I just like to do this. All right, let's say what is she? If he or she, no, he or she. If she said it's a mechanical support, and then I can use it, but isolate it. So I have to isolate those paths. Yes, yes. So it has two positive and two negative, right? Negative. That's what I need to know, because that capacitor I want it. I want it on the PCB because it's awesome. It's cheap. It's really cheap. It's 14 bucks, and you will have 22,000 microfarad, 80 volts. That's awesome right there. So let me see what she's gonna respond back. Oh yes. So I can then connect it two positive together, same as two negative together. Negative. I just need to know that. Okay. Thank you so much. This is can you send the info by email, please? Okay, it's okay. Yes, it is. I am not in a hurry. Oh man, this is really important. I like this, man. This is a thing that keep you thinking on the design and to improve it. I think I improved myself a little bit more these last few months. I mean, last few weeks, because I'm on the design thinking, the parts and stuff like that. Oh, okay. I'll wait. Have a good day, lady. This is awesome. So they're gonna send me the information about that capacitor. This is an awesome cap. I want to keep it. All right. Bye. All right, cool. Okay, that's it. Kawaii face. I know. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna close the. Is she gonna say something? No, it's okay. I can close the. It's probably busy doing some other stuff. So they're gonna send me the information about the capacitor. Alright, for now, I'm gonna take a break. Today is what time is it? No, that's not the correct time. Hold on, let me see. What time is it? 12:13. So today I'm gonna take a break. I will wait for the response and then I will decide if I don't think it's really needed to have so many drillings here, because I only gonna choose one options of the capacitor, because the pitch distance of this capacitor is 25 millimeters. So I don't think it's really needed to have another option there, because we already have the 10 millimeter pitch distance capacitor. The 35 millimeter is this one here, 35 millimeter, because it can be sample too. It can be a sample also. So we need that option. So we have 25.0 millimeters. So what we can do is just select what we need. We don't need to have too complicated. I think it's not really needed to have another option. It's not necessary. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to delete the ones that I don't need. So this one, it should be the ending of the video soon. So this one here, we have here 25 millimeters. So I'm going to delete the ones that I really don't need. Is this one here. So this is the extra options, but it's not really needed. I think we don't need to exaggerate that option. So that should be fine right there, the way it is. So I will wait for the response, and then I will continue tomorrow. I want to take a break. I think it looks awesome, and Mr. Stewart decided he will decide if we God damn it, if we are gonna keep it like that. it's like I want to say many things are so fast that I cannot talk. All right, so for now, this is the decision. Okay, I think probably he want to see this video. All right, excellent. All right, that's it. I'm going to finish the video. I will take a break today and tomorrow, so I will let Mr. Stewart decide about that. And yeah, I'm going to take a break, so I will wait for the response from DigiKey. All right, guys, have a good day. I hope you like this video. It is a more serious video today. This is really important. All right, guys, have a good day.